Hey, y'all, Dirty Disagio here. Let's do some Here Be Monster J. I've only made it to J2. I've only beat J2. But before we get to some Here Be Monster J times 3, let's go look at Guild Buried. This is a guild of the Dirty Empire. And it's one of our sort of more of a beginner guild, I'll say. And my account Deodorant's over there. And we require might of 8,000. We do boss at 2110. This is real close to Dirty, and we just require 50 shards a week plus a little bit per each boss that you do. So, and you can see here too, look at Call Me Strobe. Look at this, guys, God Fuzzy. This is like the God Fuzzy, oh, I don't know, maybe like the 2.0, I'd want to say. And with the buildings on the exterior there, that's looking pretty cool. God Fuzzy base. Oh, I haven't seen. Look at that spade. It's like a spade, like a shovel spade. Unbury yourself. Come on, you're buried. You want to unbury yourself, become a greater man or woman. And here you go. Okay, so I got it. This base, I'll talk more about this base right after this first Here Be Monster Wave. This might look familiar to you, in fact. And it might look familiar in some ways and then dirty in some ways. And it's a Here Be Monster base that I mentioned my last video. I was looking at Macho Nerd's base. Macho Nerd is a member of Guild Dirty. Heavy hitter, he placed in the top 5. I showed his base. I'm like, this is an interesting base. I can see how this would be dirty, and I kind of mentioned I'd talk about it later. And he told me later that he basically ripped it off a leaderboard base, Stanley 18 CK, one of the two. And it's really interesting. So I loaded up full garrison, guys. I just needed to beat Jay. So I just loaded up full garrisons. I know everyone's going to say, oh, but you got all these garrisons. Yes, I have a lot of garrisons, okay? My experience that you get is going to be divided by, what, 15 plus 6, 21 heroes. So, you know, each hero is not going to get very much experience, but when you're making 600,000 experience, not a big deal that you're splitting it a little bit. But yeah, obviously you want to run this with less garrison if you can get it to work. And the reason why I thought this base was very, very interesting is that people have been telling me forever with the Dirty Bastard base that you can't have all your buildings together and beat J. In fact, you can't even do it to beat I. And this base will certainly disprove that, as out of these 6 Here Be Monster J's, we have a 50% win ratio with the Dirty Nerd. Now, Stanley, I left you out of that name because I tried in so many ways. Dirty Mecha Stan, Dirty Macho Stan, Dirty Stanley Nerd. It's just too long, man. It's maybe Dirty Stanley. That kind of sounds like a drink. But hey, Dirty Nerd, and then in parentheses, it's the Stanley base, guys. And yeah, there we go. Wow, 627,320 experience, 55 shards is what you get. Here Be Monster J. Wow, that was crazy. So anyways, let me just go show you something. This is my current base, is the Dirty Bastard, but I want to show you. Look, let's go look at Macho Nerd's base. This is, again, the last video I showed this base, or it was very similar to this. It was Macho Nerd's base, and I said, oh man, that base, what the hell were you thinking, dude? And then I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that could work. I see immediately how those towers are going to cover all the buildings and take out the Spirit Mage and hopefully the Thunder God, and that's exactly what happened. And I sensed that immediately when I saw this base, and later he tells me, oh, we'll go look at Stanley's base. I'm like, Stanley? Who's Stanley? And then I come to the leaderboards. Well, there he is, Stanley 18 CLK. View that base, and look at this. This is it. 2 deep walls. That's interesting. I've been trying to get a hold of this guy. I cannot contact him for the life of me. I don't know if he's in line chat or not, but if you do know how to contact Stanley, let me know in line chat, and you can find me in many ways. And you can see here he's right. I can't tell if he's got the single wall spread out there just to be a defense against PvP, because that's really, it doesn't help you for Here Be Monsters. So I really want to see his Here Be Monster version of the Stanley 18 base. And so this is, guys, Stanley's base. All I have done is modify some of the walls. And now here's my next attempt. It's really interesting, really interesting. It's a failure, but I learned a lot from this failure. So I made it to wave J4, and look at this Reaper against basically the rest of the crew. Look at this Reaper. So this shows the power of a Zerk 5. So Berserk 5 is the talent on this Reaper. It's right now a 6 of 9, headed to 7 of 9, and he took out one or two heroes plus the entire pack of Ornithopters as they were all pummeling him. That is awesome. And not only that, but I mean, he didn't take out any heroes in Wave J5. He got owned, but I mean, he kind of held his ground there a little bit longer than, you know, say a Spirit Mage would. So, I mean, I still got 130,000 experience off that. And, you know, that's awesome experience for failing. I mean... Anyway, so then I ran it again here, and I was just seeing it. Could this work? Could this work? I tried some Guardians and some Griffins in those army camps there instead of just full Griffins. I do like and prefer full Griffins, though, I should say. I just started running out of gems later, and so I just started doing Guardians. But definitely full Griffins seem to work better for me. Again, I'm full Garrison here, and... the way it's coming in. Now, I'm not going to show all 6, but I'm going to show the 3 wins, and they're all running at about 1.5 times speed. I don't want to speed it up too much just so you guys can kind of see how that Spirit Mage sucks. The Spirit Mage that comes in each wave is just, oh. And the Thunder God, and I would say maybe Thunder God could be even more pain in your side than the Spirit Mage, because he can proc on all your heroes and take those suckers out, and that's no good. Dragon. A lot of people ask me about the Dragon. I don't have the Dragon. I don't have a Mortip either. So, I'm not going to comment on something I don't have. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get the Dragon, guys. I haven't been buying a lot of gems lately, but I did just buy some in the sale, but that's mainly so that I could re-roll Spirit Mage, and that's my next video, Spirit Mage 9-star. You can see here I'm taking out Wave J4 here. Ornithopters come in on the Wave J4 and take those guys out. Now they did get one tower there, but that's not too bad. And I still have some more soak over there, some soak Griffins, that is dirty birds as I call them, to take a Spirit Mage proc. A Spirit Mage did proc, so that's nice. That was a nice benefit there. We did get 2 J5, 387,000 on that wave, 500,000 experience, rounding to the nearest 100,000, 55 shards. Alright, so I decided to stop getting all my experience absorbed by 21 heroes and pop that garrison down to 1 green and 1 purple. So now I only have 16 total heroes to divide experience by. Sure, it's still a lot. Now let me walk you through this, how this works. So see that Spirit Mage right there that was at the bottom and just got shot by all my towers? That's why the base works. Because the towers take out the Spirit Mage and hopefully the Thunder God. Hopefully 1 or 2 or all the heroes, but... those are the ones. Now look right here. Spirit Mage 173 is pummeling away and at the Town Hall, and 2 things took it out there, and that was Reaper and Cupid, and I may have gotten hit by my Spirit Mage proc as well. So Wave J3 comes in. Now watch where the level 175 Spirit Mage and Thunder God are, and watch where their procs go. That's why there's a little bit of an element of luck here, because all my towers took out their heroes, and that Thunder God proc hit the Town Hall. It could have hit all my heroes. So there is a little bit of an element of luck here in both Here Be Monster I and J for that exact reason. Look at those Shotgun Dwarfs there pummeling away at the Relic Hall. Towers take them out too. I'm on Wave J4, guys, and I have 5 towers on Wave J4. I also want to mention, so out of these 6 tries, 3 wins, 3 losses, every loss made it to J5. Crazy. Crazy. You know what? While I was talking there, their whole wave got cleared. I don't even know what happened. It's just that this base is awesome. Stanley 18 CLK, man. You created something awesome here. And, I mean, I take no credit, although I left you out of the name, Dirty Nerd. But that's just because I can't fit you in. So someone help me fit his name into the base. Anyways, look at this. They come in and it's just, I mean, I cleared J5 in 14 seconds. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, this base is dirty, and Nerd brought it to my attention, but really it's the Stanley base, so it's really the Dirt Mako Stanley. What a base, guys. I mean, this base is awesome, and I don't think it works unless you're pretty high level stuff, but as always, keep it dirty and dirty up with the Dirty Nerdomakistan. Help me with the name, guys. Keep it dirty.